We heard a couple of stories this offseason that had to do with Russell Wilson and the Seahawks and how Russ wants more urgency from the Seahawks. He's gotten urgency. He's gotten plenty of urgency, specifically over the last 2 years. I haven't been here that long. I've been here, though, for all of the big-time aggressive moves that John Schneider and Pete Carroll have made to make this team a win-now team. Third-round pick for a rental of Jadeveon Clowney, along with Jacob Martin, Barkevius Mingo. That is definitely a win-now kind of move. That's the kind of thing that you see in baseball all the time. Guy whose contract's about to expire, a good team, maybe not a great team with a big payroll, trades some assets so that they can get a rental. Have a guy for the home stretch. Like the Houston Astros with Randy Johnson, right? It's one of those things where you look at it and you realize, yeah, this was a move that was done to win a championship. Didn't work out to the degree that you hoped it would, but I mean, he was one of the main reasons that Seattle's defense had any threatening pieces on it. In that game against San Francisco, what a game that was, the Monday Night Football game. I mean, you saw what he did. He was awesome in that game. So that's one urgent move that they made. In the middle of the year, knowing their safety position wasn't acceptable, they traded for Quandre Diggs. Quandre Diggs has been a really good player for the team. This past offseason, they traded 2 first-round picks for Jamal Adams to make that defense better. They traded a late draft pick for Carlos Dunlap midway through last year in what might also be a rental so that they could win now and fix the defense on the fly. These aren't long-term moves that they're making. They're short-term moves that they're making. By default, those are urgent moves. And now Gabe Jackson. They're not going to draft an offensive lineman with that second-round pick. They are going, well, they might. We don't know the answer to that necessarily right now. We still have to be patient, I guess. But everything that the Seahawks have done, trade-wise, since the Frank Clark trade, has been urgent. And I just continue to struggle with the thought process coming out of Russell Wilson's court that the Seahawks, I guess, haven't been urgent enough and aren't putting him in the best position to win. They are giving him, on the other side of the football, at least trying to, the pieces on defense that make it so that it's not all Russell Wilson against the world. But when you're an elite quarterback, you do have to make up for some of the shortcomings that you might have on offense. Hopefully Shane Waldron's going to be able to change a lot of this, but the Seahawks have been urgent. They, I imagine, will continue to be urgent. And they should. But stop acting like they haven't been.